Everybody, this is Pony Prepper Bill. I want to bring a couple things to your attention. Today is Thursday, March 14th, I think. And I guess if you saw my other videos, I was talking about the Wise food that I bought and get a good deal. People selling Wise food, long-term storage food. And I mean, some things you get taken on, some things you don't. And we bought a bunch of the Wise long-term storage emergency food, and I can't find a date. It's supposed to be 20-25 year shelf life. I don't know the date. I can't find it. I haven't opened the box yet, but I saw on a couple other websites and a couple other prepper pages. Wise food lawsuit. It's been on for a couple years. And this was March 9th, 2019. Wise Food Storage turns over purchase records to government as part of shocking class action lawsuit. Yes, if you bought a bunch of long-term storage, supposedly the government now has your name and address. But a couple other people, it's like fear porn. Oh my God, they know where we live. The government's coming for us. But then you find out it's normal for any class action lawsuit. They want to know who bought the products. You know, if you're going to send your product back and try and get money to sue them, they need a list of all the people that purchased. But false and misleading advertising, deceptive acts and practices likely to deceive members of the general public. Wise Company fails to disclose that if the customer, in fact, eats the number of prescribed servings each day necessary to make the food kits last for the advertised period of time, the consumer will effectively starve or suffer adverse health effects, given that the food kits provide drastically fewer calories and nutrients than are needed to adequately sustain adults for the advertised periods of time. Wise Company's long-term and emergency food kits provide less than half the daily calories necessary for an average adult to survive. There's just a lot of stuff with this Wise food now. Consumers should be aware that there are 4 main contributors to food spoilage: water, heat, light, oxygen. Freezing, drying removes 90%. All this stuff, I mean, it's all on the internet. I just printed this out. Oxygen levels in Wise Company products were 110 times higher than Mountain House. Mountain House commissioned Columbia Food Laboratories to test 30 samples of dehydrated and freeze-dried meals from Wise Company, as well as 30 samples of comparable Mountain House freeze-dried meals. The results were staggering. Average oxygen levels in Wise Company products were 18.25%, nearly the 21% level found in the atmosphere, and 100 times higher than the average 0.16% oxygen found in Mountain House products. The most alarming part is that Wise Company products were manufactured in April of 2012 and already exhibit near atmospheric levels of oxygen, which would not provide a 25 year shelf life. Where's this other one? Wise expects discovery will show that plaintiffs have not actually consumed any of the products they purchased and therefore have suffered no injury in fact whatsoever, but instead merely exchanged one form of property, money, for another food. Wise has produced about 13,000 pages of documents as well as summary sales information. So they're saying if you haven't eaten the food, then you can't sue. And this one person wrote, I just opened one of my Wise food packs from a few years back. I was gassed. All black and rancid like Ron had to in the video. Garbage for the rest. So that goes to another video. Somebody videotaped it. So I'm going to show you, I have Emergency Food Supply Wise Company right here. It's not opened yet. I'm going to open it, and I see my battery's getting ready to die. Let me change the battery, and I'm going to see if I can find a date on this. I don't know how old this is. Oh, wait. Manufacturing date. March 25th, 2014. So I'm going to change my battery. Hopefully I have another battery that's charged. And I'm going to open this and show you. We'll look at it together, see what's inside. Some people are saying that when they open it, bags are open, there's food in the bottom, and when you open it, you can smell bad food. I don't know if you can smell bad food if it's freeze-dried. We'll see. Let me change the battery. I don't know what this video is going to look like. So this is, oh, here's my battery and battery charger. This was March 25th, 2014. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So this is only 5 years old. And this is the Wise Emergency Food Supply. Contains 120 servings. Ready-made breakfast. Apple cinnamon cereal. Crunchy granola. Granola strawberry crunch. Now this is supposedly one of the ones that somebody opened up. And they said the bags weren't even sealed properly. They're like in Mylar bags. Now I haven't opened this yet because I really, for 25 years, I wanted to keep this. But if I wait 5 years and shit hits the fan, I open this and this is no good, what am I going to do? Let's tear. Put my eye out. Alright, this is, it seems to be okay. It's packed. It's packed full of food. Nothing looks bad. Doesn't smell rancid, it doesn't smell horrible. People were saying they would pull packets out and the packets weren't sealed. There was food all over the bottom. This one looks good. But my problem is, we got like 6 or 7 of these buckets. So, Wise is in the lawsuit. Think they lied, the nutrition value, there's not enough food. I already did a thing on the bug out bag, the 5-day survival bug out bag. I don't think it's a very, you won't survive for 5 days with that. But my question is, if you, I don't care if you bought Mountain House, Wise, Legacy, Patriot, you rotate your food. If you buy a bunch of ramen noodles, you buy freeze-dried food, you buy extra canned goods, you rotate your canned goods, you keep adding more, you eat some, you keep rotating and keep it fresh. But you're saving this stuff for the end of the world, you're saving it for a catastrophe, if shit happens. This is for further down the line. If you spend $500 on food, people are spending thousands. I mean, $5,000, $10,000. This woman bought, I think it was on the Atlas bunkers. Okay, she bought a bunker, and you know she showed it on video, I guess, for the Atlas bunker website, and they showed her bunker, and underneath the floor of the bunker and in the walls, she's got years worth of food supply, all Wise food. Now, I think she spent like $7,000, $10,000, I forget. It was a lot of money. Now, what if shit hits the fan tomorrow? Okay? What if she runs out of her food and just say 6 months from now or a year from now? That stuff's supposed to be good for 20 to 25 years. What if 6 months from now all that food is bad? How are you going to know? I mean, other than that website, I mean, so far that bucket seems good. I mean, I didn't open the packages, because once you open the package, it's no good. You got to eat it. How do you know? And I don't buy my stuff from, I don't go on the internet, I don't use a credit card, I don't buy these things from the company. I don't want the government to know. I mean, I don't buy that much where I would be a threat. But with a lawsuit, I can't really exchange this and get money back because I bought it from a third party. Where do you buy your food? Are you worried about the government knowing how much food you're buying? And what are you going to do, 5 years from now or 20 years from now, when you get into your long-term storage? How do you know your legacy food is still good? How long do you know, if you have the mountain house or whatever it is, how are you going to know it's good if you don't open these buckets? I mean, I don't have an idea. I don't have a clue. I just know this bucket seems to be good. I didn't pull everything out, but it didn't. I don't hear stuff rattling around. But this is just one of the 5 or 6 buckets that we have. This one was the easiest one to get to. Any ideas? What are your thoughts? Where do you buy your food? And do you buy with a credit card? Do you buy a lot? And what do you plan on doing if this shit's no good? I mean, as preppers, are we being taken? Now, according to the lawsuit, Wise is saying that if you haven't eaten the food, you haven't gotten sick yet, so you're not liable for it. Now, it says Wise claims that because customers have likely not actually had to depend on the food, no damages can be claimed in their official response. So since the apocalypse hasn't happened, or you haven't had to rely on this, you can't sue. This lady wrote, so you bought food insurance, but since you haven't actually had to use it, you're not harmed. Like I sold you a fire extinguisher I knew wouldn't work, but since you never had a fire, you are not harmed, or a dozen other similar things. So if they know the food's no good, and they figure they'll be out of business or something, or if the shit hits the fan in 25 years, nobody's going to be around to sue because, well, I don't think I'll be buying Wise food anymore. It will probably be Mountain House or Legacy or something else. What have you been buying? Have you been buying Wise? Have you had any problems with Wise, or have you had any problems with any other ones? Have you even checked them? I never thought to check them. I never wanted to open them. I figure once you open a bucket, you're letting air and everything in. I just wanted to bring it to your... I guess you've seen it already. It's all over. Evidently, this has been going on for 2 years, the lawsuit. But I guess it just came out to public knowledge, or people just found out about it. I don't know what the deal is with that. I didn't go too much into it. But this one is from the Daily Sheeple. And, a lot of people are pissed off that, they turned over a bunch of names and addresses over to the government. But I think that's just for insurance, for people for the lawsuit. Just want to bring it to your attention. I wanted to open that up, and just to show you, in case I opened it and bats flew out of it or something, or a rat or something, I don't know. I guess I shouldn't have breathed in. I should have been wearing a mask in case there's black mold in it. Die of some kind of disease from Wise Food Company. Well, then maybe I could sue them. Alright, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you plan on doing, if there's any way for you to check, see if this stuff's any good. Are you going to buy Wise food, open it, repackage it, and seal it? And, if you're going to put it all in the vacuum seal bags, then you might as well buy another company. Because none of it's cheap. So, just want to bring that to your attention and open it and show you and see what you think. Let me know. Alright, Briny Pepper Bill. I'm out. Bye-bye.